Hello, welcome back to Truth Seekers Tea. My name is Kate, and I am thankful as always to have you here for today's pick a card reading. We're going to be looking at how your person currently thinks you are feeling about them, what they think that you are thinking about them, and what they think you want. We're going to start off with an energy check-in where on the left side, we'll have how you actually are thinking, feeling, and what you want in the connection. So the first part of the reading should be a pretty solid energy check-in. So I would use that as an opportunity to make sure that you pick the right pile and that you feel that side should resonate for you. So there are 3 piles to choose from. For pile number 1, we have the Moon and the Stars Tarot with this rose quartz point. For pile number 2, we have the gold foiled tarot with the citrine point. And for pile number 3, we have the Way of the Panda tarot with this clear quartz raw crystal point. There also will be extended readings where we're going to be looking at how your person is currently thinking, feeling, and what they want right now. We'll be getting messages from them. We'll be looking at where the connection is headed, any advice for that, and then we'll finish it off with closing advice from your spirit team. So that is everything that we're doing today. Of course, take whatever time you need to tune into which pile you're feeling the most drawn to. And I will have the extended readings down below. I'll have the timestamps. I'll have these decks listed along with any other information about me. But other than that, I will see you at your pile. Hello, pile number 1. If you chose the rose quartz point with the Moon and the Stars tarot, this is going to be your reading where we're looking at how your person currently thinks that you are feeling. So we're going to start off with the energy check-in on the left side. We're going to be comparing it to how you actually feel. So if you guys saw my last video, it's kind of a flip-flop of that. So yeah, let's get into it. I think that's all I have for the intro. I guess I would say that you should resonate with this left side when I'm looking at how you actually feel about this person. So if this doesn't resonate on the left side, I definitely don't think that the right side is for you then. So the best way you can make sure that you're getting information that is actually a fit for your situation, it's important that the left side does resonate. And it doesn't have to be that every single thing resonates. It's just the overall themes or the gist of it does, because there are, there are multiple details that might come through that are a message for someone else. Okay, so Spirit, please tune me into pile number 1's energy. What connection is on their heart and mind? And if you guys are able to hold in your mind's eye this person, the energy of the connection, whatever feelings you have. How is pile number 1 currently thinking and feeling about their person? All right, we're going to break it up. I've been enjoying doing this lately, so we're going to break it up into your thoughts about this person's, your feelings, and what you currently want. And then we're going to look at the same for what your person thinks you are feeling. So for pile number 1's actual thoughts about this person, what are they thinking about their person? What are their thoughts about when it comes to this person? Okay, we have the Magician in reverse. We have the 9 of Swords. This is one of the first decks that I bought. And once I started getting more decks, I was like, this is such a side note. I was just like, why would I ever buy this deck? But I kind of like it now. It's just kind of nostalgic for me. But it does have these little words on them. I guess that's why I'm bringing it up. So we have skill with the Magician. We have trauma with the 9 of Swords. And you don't have to take these words as the way I'm reading it. It's just kind of a signpost. All right, how's pile number 1 thinking about their person? What are their thoughts about? Okay, we have the Hermit. And we have the 7 of Wands. Okay. Let me just make sure that we are in view. Okay. What are you thinking about? So I'm getting here, you may feel like your person is out of reach from you with the Hermit here and the Seven of Wands. I feel like there's sort of a walled up energy that this person has, and I feel like these your thoughts are around this. So with the Nine of Swords here, that also is this feeling of, I just got this message that maybe because you don't get certain things clarified from this person, or maybe there is a lack of efficient communication or open communication with this person, you may get into like a lot of thought spirals about them, and like a lot of fearful thoughts where you might even be prone to like assuming what this person is thinking or feeling about you. And I've done this too, but I'm just saying that it's kind of coming through like that, where you might be taking some of their distance or closed off energy as something that it feels like it impacts your quality of life, or it almost just makes you feel anxious about the connection. And I feel like there's this energy here of like not knowing what's going to happen, or not knowing what's going on with this person, not knowing about them. So a lot of your thoughts are trying to figure maybe this person out. And with the Magician in reverse, there's a sense here of maybe wanting to make something happen with this person, or you might be wanting to avoid a worst case scenario with the Nine of Swords. Yeah. That's what I'm getting so far. We'll probably get more though. All right, how's pile number 1 currently feeling about their person? This is Virgo energy, by the way, with the Hermit. So your person could have Virgo, you could. How is pile number 1 feeling about their person? Yeah, Ace of Pentacles in reverse with growth in reverse. Yeah, there's a sense here of feeling like things aren't grounding with this person, or feeling like with the Magician in reverse, it's a sense of like, I don't know what to do. Like, what can I do? I feel like you're trying to figure things out. Like there's a problem solving energy that I feel like you guys have around this connection. Like but you do feel right now like things aren't, I don't think you're happy with the state of this connection. I feel like you feel that things aren't growing in the way that you would want, or that there's been a missed opportunity. All right, what else? Okay, we have heartbreak, the Three of Swords in reverse. How else is pile number 1 feeling about their person? Queen of Cups. Yeah, so okay, so with the Queen of Cups here, I am getting that it feels like you guys might be very empathetic or very sensitive to energies. Like that's what I'm picking up on. So there's a sense here of taking on energy of this person, or taking on like there's like an emotion. You do obviously with the Queen of Cups here, it's like you do care very deeply for this person. You have very like sweet feelings for them. And there's almost just there's a energy coming through of like, why won't you let me help you? And so you guys may be slightly prone to like a rescuer kind of an energy in this connection. I'm not saying that isn't something you haven't already worked on. It's just that this person might be triggering that response in you, where like because of the uncertainty, or because of like, yeah, there's just a sense of this person won't let me in, or won't let me help them. And so I feel like you feel very helpless to improve the situation, but it's like you want this connection to move in a better direction than it has. But you just feel a little bit like lost and like hopeless, because it's like you feel like this person isn't really letting you in. Can we get one more for how pile number 1 is feeling? Yeah, we have the World in reverse. Yeah, I'm getting here that you just feel like the situation isn't over with this person. And it also feels like there's been a lack of a satisfying resolution here. So you may just feel like there's a need for, like, you feel like there's more development that needs to happen. Because it's like the way things have left off right now just doesn't feel, there's a lack of closure, and there's also a sense of like, this is not how I wanted things to turn out, or this is not how I expected things to turn out. I feel like you want a different outcome than what's currently happening. It's like, and there's a sense of wanting to fix things so things can be in a more of an alignment with what you had hoped with this Ace of Pentacles. Like, I feel like you saw this situation as maybe a new beginning or a new potential. But with heartbreak here in the Three of Swords, I do think you're sensing this is kind of painful at this point with the Nine of Swords and the Three of Swords. I do think you guys are experiencing some like triggers through this connection, some sense of like a sinking feeling in your heart, or just like feeling just like hurt by this situation. But I don't think you're like taking it out on this person. Like, I don't see you having this energy of like, how dare they? It's more like just feeling like you just care a lot. That's what it feels like. And you might even feel like this person cares about you too. But with the Hermit here, it's like they may just be in a guarded energy for whatever reason. I also want to say that if this is resonating for you guys right now and you want the future readings to resonate more specifically to your situation, through energy exchange, that is one of the best ways that I'm able to pick up on your guys' energy. So things like liking the video, commenting with your situation, and subscribing help me tune into your energy more specifically for future readings. But anyways, thank you for being here. I do really appreciate it, and I do hope it's resonating. Okay. So what does pile number one want when it comes to this connection as of right now? What is pile number one currently wanting when it comes to this person, this connection? We have Three of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Devil in reverse. We have the Knight of Pentacles. What does pile number one want? King of Swords in reverse. Okay, I feel like right now, I just want to make sure that this is straight. I feel like you are wanting to ground yourself a bit, like with the Knight of Pentacles here, and the King of Swords. Like, there's a sense here of like almost not wanting to feel controlled or tethered to what you don't know in this connection, especially with the Devil in reverse and the King of Swords in reverse. It's like, it's almost like you might be prone to obsessively like overthinking, like obsessive thinking, where it's like, I just want to figure out the situation, like what I need to do. And I feel like it could make you feel very like anxious or just ungrounded, and you may feel really drained by this connection right now. And so it's almost like, so long as there isn't really an opportunity to collaborate with this person in an open manner, like with the Hermit and the Three of Pentacles, it's like until you have that synergy with this person, there's a sense here of not wanting to feel controlled by this connection. And with the Knight of Pentacles, like there's just a sense here of, instead of obsessing about things or over putting in more effort than this person, with the Knight of Pentacles, I'm getting this energy of just like step by step, day by day, just wanting to ground yourself and almost like move through your routine as a way to distract yourself in a sense. But it's also like a healthy thing, because there is a sense of like feeling anxious about what you don't know, or not knowing how things are going to turn out, because I think you feel very strongly in the connection. But I think you guys are also in a place where you don't want to be controlled or like tethered to another person or situation with the Devil in reverse, especially if you don't feel like there's synergy or there's not an equal energy here. So it's like you guys recognize that there are blockages in this connection that you don't have control over. And so there's a sense here of just like wanting to do what is in your control. Like, that's what I think you're focusing on right now. So now let's look at how your person thinks you are feeling about them. Take a sip of my coffee and my water. Okay. Spirit, please tune me into pile number one's person. Another thing is, like, I'm also getting with maybe feeling like you might be thinking about how it's giving you anxiety to try to have to control the situation, or like you realize that the more you try to control the situation with this person, the more painful and draining it is. And so with the Hermit and the Seven of Wands, you guys might also just be thinking about staying in your own energy. And I feel like it's like mirroring this person though. So it's like, you know, yeah, with resilience and the Hermit, it's like, okay, while this connection is important to me, I also want to make sure like I'm protecting my own energy, that I'm not letting anyone else take me off my pedestal, like with the Seven of Wands, that you're not compromising your integrity for this person, despite the fact that you're disappointed, despite the fact that you don't feel like it's over. There's a strong focus here also just on your own self-sovereignty and maintaining your well-being, despite there being a strong energetic like situation or draw to this person. There's just a strong energy of doing what you can do, like, you know, what's in your control, and like realizing the more that you try to focus on what isn't in your control, the more like painful the situation is. But I don't feel like you fully accepted or like feel like it's over. It's not like you feel like it's over. You just feel like you're getting more reasonable about what you need to do for your own well-being when it comes to this person. All right, let's see what your person thinks that you're thinking about when it comes to this connection, when it comes to them. What is pile number one's person thinking about when it comes to them? Or no, what do they think pile one is thinking about them in the connection? So we have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Six of Wands. We have the Two of Cups. Two of Pentacles in reverse. I'm hearing a Beyonce song. It's like, what is it about you? Can't make you stay. Is it Sandcastles or... I don't know. It's the part like where I'm cursing your name. There's something about you. There's an energy here of like, I can't make you stay. So I don't know if there's a sense of maybe this connection being at a point where there's a lack of harmony just between the two of you. See, this is where like I wish I had more context, like the history, but anyways, let's look. So what does your person think you are thinking about? They think that you, when it comes to the future, that this person thinks that you are feeling like almost like your future plans are not going in the right direction. With the Two of Pentacles, this person may think about how you may feel like your life is lacking balance or somewhat out of control in a way. Like, so this person might be thinking that like behind the scenes you are stressing about grounded matters or like material things, like your future, your every day-to-day life. They feel like maybe this relationship has caused some kind of disruption in that. But the Six of Wands here, and like just looking at this, there is a sense that your person thinks that you're trying to maintain like a level of pride. This person thinks that you like, they think that you think about like this connection, that you care about the connection, but that you also care about your dignity. So they think that you think about not wanting to show this person maybe how you're struggling. There's an energy of everything's fine, like nothing to see here, but they think that you also behind the scenes like maybe struggling more than you're showing this person. I just want to clarify, why is the Two of Cups here in the thoughts? With the Ten of Swords in reverse. All right. I don't know. Are you guys in another relationship? Like for some of you, it could be that this person thinks that you are feeling like that you guys are actually in a difficult energy, but that you are trying to maybe stay positive or like maintain your sense of confidence. Like you don't want to show this person. Sorry, there's barking and noises outside. But yeah, there's just a sense here that this person feels like you may be like wanting this person to think that things are more balanced than they are, or that you're maybe like looking at other relationships, things like that you're not affected by the connection. That's what this person thinks that you are thinking about. Like you're thinking about making sure that the way that they see you is not a reflection of like that you don't want to show them maybe what's going on on a practical level. I hope that makes sense. So let's see how they think that you're feeling. Read the Magician in reverse. So that's also in your thoughts. How does pile number one's person think that they're feeling? We have Five of Cups in reverse. Yeah. So I don't know if there's been like a breakup or a separation or something, and like there may be like a break or just like a difficult chapter here. Yeah, because with the Five of Cups and the Magician in reverse, this person feels like you are very unhappy with the way that things have turned out. Like that's like a huge message coming through, is that this person like really thinks that you're feeling maybe like it's hard for you to move forward right now. Like they might be feeling like you might be still, and like this might be annoying, but this is like what I'm picking up on. They think that whatever's happened between you guys, especially if it's been disappointing, is something that is holding you back right now from maybe other success or it's like your power, it's like you're less in your power or something because of what's happened here. All right. Yeah, okay, let me see. How else is pile number one's person thinking that they're feeling? Yeah, Six of Pentacles in reverse. Like, there's a sense here of, like, I don't have what I need in this situation to move forward. They think that you feel also like there's been an unfair give and take. They feel like you don't want to give to this person anymore, or that you are pulling your energy back because of the disappointment that you feel in regards to the way this connection has turned out. So they feel like you're intentionally kind of, yeah, that you're disappointed with the way that this manifested or didn't manifest, actually, with the Magician in reverse. And like it's almost like this energy of like, if you would have been, this is how they're projecting it, so this is not true, obviously. Like we have the truth on the left side, but they feel, and I think this is a sense of their own guilt. By the way, for the extended, we're going to be looking at how this person is currently thinking, feeling, and what they want. So we're going to be looking at their current thoughts and feelings. We'll get messages from them. And we will also be looking at what this person's next actions might be, how their energy might be shifting, and guidance. So if you guys want to check it out, I will have it linked in the description box. But yeah, there's a sense here of this person maybe projecting their own guilt into how you feel. Like this person, I really want to get into their feelings, but it's like they may be feeling like they dropped the ball, and so it's like your response to that. Because I'm getting this energy where it's like someone almost feels like they know that they didn't show up for you correctly, or they know that there's a sense of inequality or like a lack of justice in the situation. And so they're seeing you dealing with that. And like that's how they're looking at it. Like it's almost like with a dog having their tail between their legs, like when they did something wrong, and then it's like you're kind of looking at the owner and it's like they're mad, but it's kind of like whatever. It's like this person feels like you want to cast this person aside and not show that you're even bothered. Like that's just kind of what I'm getting. And so this person almost feels like you devalue them, but like I'm not saying that you do that. it's like it might be their own mind doing that, but I won't really know until I get into the extended. But anyways, how does pile number one's person think that they are feeling about them? Okay, we have the Six of Swords here. Yeah, like there's just this energy here of you just kind of moving on. Like this person feels like you feel like you just need to move forward, that, you know, that maybe there was like just some kind of arguments, or I just feel like there's been some kind of a falling out or a disappointment here. And so I feel like, let me just fix this. I feel like this person is just kind of seeing you see them as like a lost cause. Like they feel like you feel like the situation's a lost cause and it's been a disappointment, and like there's nothing you can do now. Like you feel like there's like you've given up. This person kind of feels like you have, you know, the Ten of Swords here. They think about how you might be looking for a new relationship, or they think that you're thinking about that. Like you're thinking about like finding a better relationship. This person thinks that you are in this energy where it's like, I know I deserve better than that. And so watch me go get better than that. Like that's kind of what I'm getting, but I don't know exactly if that, like that might literally not be true, but like actually I can compare it to your energy. I feel like you're in a very fair energy. Like I think, so that's why I feel like a lot of this person's like projections of you aren't really real. They're more of a reflection of their own guilt and their own like shadow, because I feel like if anything with the Seven of Wands and the Hermit upright, it's like more than anything, I think you're working on not putting energy into something, like trying to make something work with the Magician that's just stressing you out, and like instead you're working on pulling your energy back to yourself. And yeah, maybe that's why this person is being I don't know if this person is being defensive towards you, and if they are, it's like it's because they think that you have like bad, like maybe that you're in an offensive energy to them, but you're not. Like I'm actually getting that you're not. With the Queen of Cups here, it's like that's a very wholesome energy, and it's just like this energy of disappointment, if anything, and just this feeling of I'm just trying to do this for my well-being. And like there isn't like a spiteful energy coming through on your side, but like for them it's almost like they feel like you or like you think you're better than them, but it's actually like their own thoughts that are making them think that. I hope that makes sense. Okay. What does pile number one's person think that they want at this point? We have the Knight of Cups in reverse. With the Knight of Swords in reverse, we have the Ten of Wands. And we have the Queen of Wands, yeah. See, like, this person really is seeing you. There's a slight intimidation, honestly, coming from this person or about you. It's almost like you just... I'm seeing this energy of, like, don't even try. Like, this person just thinks that if they tried to come towards you, that you would just see them as, like, unreliable or immature with the Knight of Cups in reverse and the Knight of Swords. It's like... this person almost thinks that you just see them as a burden, or that, you know, like they think that you want nothing to do with them. Like that is what's coming through. And it's like, you just want to sit on your throne and almost like deal with the burden of your situation. And it's like, just don't make anything worse. Like this person thinks that you feel like the main thing coming through with all the tens is that like you're at the end of your rope. Like you're at the end of it where it's like, it's like not even funny to you anymore. Like, or it's not even fun. It's not like a game, if that makes sense. And so this person just feels like you don't want them to burden you or cause any more trouble, is like what I'm getting. Yeah. And so they think that you want there to be no action in the connection. Yeah, just, it's almost like this person thinks you just want to be left to, I'm hearing clean up the mess, or just like, this is what I'm getting. I'm getting the energy, and this person might be projecting like from their family, especially like when because I'm seeing a mom and I'm seeing a child where it's like, let's say that the mom is or like a dad, the mom is like disappointed in the child, and it's like they've done something wrong, and like the child knows that it's wrong. And so like, let's say the kid is like, oh, like, let me help you with that, or like, let me do this. And then like the person's like, no, like I can do it myself. You know what I mean? It's kind of like an energy where it's like too late to help, or it's just kind of like almost being like with contempt. Okay, that's the word, contempt. And I feel like contempt is actually a very interesting like word or just concept, but it's like that energy where it's almost like this person's projecting that you see them as someone who like can't even do it right anyways. Like you've lost faith in them is like what they kind of think. I kind of want to look up the word contempt just because I feel like there's more about that I want to say, because like that's the main energy I'm getting for how this person, it says the feeling that a person or thing is beneath consideration, worthless, or deserving scorn. I just want to see, like disdain, like almost this energy of like, here it says, yeah, the feeling which a person regards anything, wait, let me see, sorry. Whatever, I'm sure you guys know the definition. Like for me, it just sometimes helps to look it up, but that's the energy I'm getting, where it's just like a contempt situation. They think that you have contempt for them, and they're almost afraid, especially with the Queen of Wands, of like what you would say. So if this person is like, is not giving you clarity, or is not taking action, and maybe some of you like would want that, like I don't know exactly, but I'm not really sure, because I feel like at this point you just don't want to feel chained to them. But this person is kind of in their mind making an excuse of like, well, pile number one wouldn't want me to do anything, or like they would just yell at me, or not yell at me, but they would just like make me feel worse if I tried to move towards them, essentially. All right. For some reason, my phone isn't showing when it's like recording anymore, so I'm just getting confused by that. But I think this is what I have for you right now. I just want to pull some guidance for you before we go into the extended, where we're going to be looking at your person's feelings. All right, what advice do we have for pile number one when it comes to this connection? What advice do we have for pile number one? We have co-create in reverse. Yeah, so there's a lot here about like the Magician in reverse. And like the Magician in reverse sometimes can be this energy where we're trying to force something or control like something to get a certain outcome. But with co-create in reverse, it's a message around remembering that when you're in alignment with spirit, things aren't like hard, you know? It's like there's a clear path, and you're backed by the energy of the universe when you're in alignment and you're co-creating with spirit. But when we're out of alignment with that, it can feel like, and I think you guys are aware of that, like based on your energy. It's just like a reminder again that like you're on the right path if you guys are realizing that this is a situation where it will be exhausting if you try to make something happen that like the universe is maybe protecting you from, or it's not in your highest good. It's like if it's not in the highest good of you or this person, the universe is going to put blockages in. And it's like sometimes it's important to recognize that more perseverance, or more trying more solutions, or trying other things, like just can be futile when the universe is trying to push you in another direction. What else about what else does pile number one need to hear right now in regards to this connection? Yeah, we have why here in reverse. So there's a lot here coming through around like what is it's specifically in this guidebook, it says something around like, do you really still have love for this person, or like do you kind of want to have the last word in something, which I'm not saying that's your energy. It's just really asking yourself about your intentions for what you're wanting to create at this point. And it could just be a situation where it's like been so unfulfilling that it's almost like hard to end the story there, just because it's like we want to hold on to hope that this wasn't the point of this situation, or this isn't like all this energy you put into something was never like we want to think it wasn't supposed to end up in a certain way. And so I feel like at this point though, you might be thinking you want this, or thinking that there's more here than there is, for a reason that isn't actually related to the situation. It could just be this sense of like, I don't know, like a need to be right, or like even sometimes it can be a sense of like wanting at least validation from a person. And I've been here before where it's like, even if I started pulling back my energy and like, and I felt good about that, and I'm like not chasing the person, like I feel like I still almost wanted that person to like tell me like, I really messed up, like I'm sad I lost you, and so I could feel validated that I made the right decision. But then it was like manifesting as me like wanting to hear from that person. And it's like, why did I want to hear from that person? Like maybe in my mind I was like, oh, I want to like talk to them, or like I miss them, or whatever it is. And it's like the reality was though that I just like wanted a validation from them that I didn't need. And so it's like important to ask yourself why in this connection. Let's get one more for pile number 1 in regards to the connection here. Yeah, we have a leg up in reverse. And so yeah, there's a lot of themes coming through here around like it takes a team to build something, and you guys might even be prone. Yeah, I was picking up this energy where it's like you guys might be prone to overgiving and then expecting, or like being more okay with doing everything on your own. And so I feel like there is a lesson here around, with the 3 of Pentacles in reverse, also the Queen of Cups, of like realizing you deserve to have someone that puts in equal effort with you, and like you deserve to be an equal partnership where you both have the same amount of energy and momentum to give to the connection. And then asking yourself like, why am I attached to a situation where I feel like I've done all the work? Or it's like, what is that telling me about myself? Like, what does that relate to like in my childhood? Or like, why do I feel like I have to do everything on my own? Is that something that makes me excuse certain behavior, or still care about or get involved in situations where I'm gonna have to do everything on my own with the 10 of Wands? Because it kind of just feels like there's an imbalanced dynamic here where I do think you are trying to separate from it, but I feel like this is just confirmation that you're on the right path if you are wanting to learn like why you're feeling still like it isn't over with this person, or like, yeah, I don't know. That's what I'm getting for you guys, pile number 1. So thank you very much if it did resonate. Again, if you want me to channel more directly for your specific situation in the future, hit the like button, leave a comment, subscribe. So those are all forms of energy exchange, and it is helpful for me to channel more specifically to you. So I'll have the extended link down below. Other than that, I hope you guys are having a great week. Thank you so much for your time and letting me channel for you. And I hope to connect with you again sometime soon. Hello, pile number 2. If you chose the citrine point and the gold foil tarot, this is going to be your reading where we're looking at how your person thinks that you feel about them. So oh my gosh, my dogs want to get outside. 1 second. See, I want to film with the door closed, but they don't like the door being closed. So I bring them in, then they want to go outside. I bring them outside and they want to go in. So anyways, this reading is going to be looking at how your person is thinking you're feeling about them. So we're going to be looking into their perception of you, what you're thinking and feeling, along with what you want. And the energy check-in for this is going to be the left side, where this is going to be how you are actually thinking about this person, how you're actually feeling about them, what you actually want. So that should be a good way to ask yourself if this sounds like how you feel about this person. And if not, I would check out another pile. All right. So if you can hold in your mind the person that you most want to get clarity on, Spirit, please tune me into pile number 2 and the connection that is most prominent in their energy field, that they need the most answers on. Okay. How is pile number 2 thinking about this person and the connection? How's pile number 2 thinking about them? Thinking about this person? Okay, the High Priestess in reverse. What are their thoughts like about this connection? All right, the Page of Swords upright. Okay, the Ten of Cups. Could we get one more, Spirit? For their thoughts. The Chariot in reverse. Okay. I feel like I need to zoom out a little bit. Okay. All right, so with the High Priestess coming out first in reverse, there's a sense here of you thinking about, like, it may be hard for you to figure this person out. I think there's some confusion, honestly, or at least like with the Page of Swords here, like you're very curious about this person. But with the High Priestess in reverse, there's a sense here, like you guys may usually be intuitive or you might be able to read people very easily, but I feel like when it comes to this person, there might just be a block on that. And so I feel like you are trying to learn as much as you can about this person, like you're very curious about them. I feel like you are wondering if this is someone that you should move forward with or that you could move forward with. I feel like you're curious as to whether or not this is someone that has potential, right? It's like you're vetting this person's potential, but you also aren't sure about it. Yeah. And so I feel like for right now, you might be holding back, or the connection might not be moving forward. And it's like you're thinking, you think about the future with this person. Like you might be curious about like what kind of values they have, like what they want. I feel like you're just trying to learn about them and figure out if this is something that's worth pursuing or going after. How does pile number 2 think about this person? Or sorry, how do they feel? How are they feeling about their person? Yeah, we have the Two of Cups here. So you feel a connection with this person. Yeah. Okay. How else does pile number 2 feel about their person? We have the Queen of Swords. Yeah, there's something here where it's like you might feel like this person is like a weak spot for you. It's like you can't discern something. Like maybe this person lowers your guard, or you might feel... It's like you feel the connection, but you almost don't trust your feelings is what I'm getting. Or it's like you don't know if you should be so open to this or trust it. Like there's just a sense of, I don't know, I intuitively feel this. So you guys might be the kind of people that are more in your head than your emotions, because it's like, I kind of think I feel happy with this person. Like I feel like you think about how this person makes you happy, or, you may even slow down. So there could even be some of you that have a tendency to question if like good things, like I'm getting that energy where it's like I'm scared when things are going well because something just feels like too good to be true, or something just feels like it isn't right. And so it's like it almost makes you slow down when you feel like there is a lot of potential, or maybe when you feel a strong connection with the person. And I feel like you do feel a strong connection with this person, but it may make you feel like anxious, or like I don't know if you don't want to be taken advantage of, or if it's just like, maybe you usually have stronger boundaries, but it's like this, again, like this person is making you reassess those. Okay. What about, or how else does pile number 2 feel about this person? We have the Star in reverse. All right, I have to get a little stone for this. Where am I? Censoring for YouTube is annoying. All right, let's just use this crystal. Okay, we have the Star in reverse. I feel like you don't want to get your hopes up about this person. Like, that's what yeah, we had the Tower in reverse and the 5 Pentacles. There may be, like, a past experience where you were, like, very optimistic about a future with someone, and you might be, like, afraid to have that same sense of hope again. I feel like you've gotten used to... I'm getting this energy of, like, life being more about work or, like, survival than it is about thriving. So I feel like this is a situation that's challenging that, because you might even think, this is what I'm getting to, is, like, you might even think that your intuition is failing you, but it might just be that there isn't anything wrong that you can pick up on, and, like, that might just feel like you can't trust that, you know? So it's kind of like you might just keep questioning it, and you might be like, why can't my intuition, like, read this person? It might be because there isn't something to pick up on, or, like, you might, and this might just be your thoughts, like, you might be, I feel like you're really assessing this person, the situation, and whether or not it is something you should move forward with. Like, that's what I'm getting. Okay. And it's like, I'm kind of, you know what I'm getting right now? I'm kind of getting the energy where, you know, when someone is in, like, a bad mood or something, like, there was, like, a fight or something, and it's like one partner wants to, like, make the other person laugh. It's like that energy where you want to keep a straight face and you want to, like, keep pouting, but, like, then you smile. Like, I'm kind of getting that, like, just overall for this vibe, where it's like this person might lighten, like, cheer you up in some capacity. Okay, but anyways, let's get one more. So how does pile number 2 feel about this person? Okay, we have the 3 of Cups in reverse, and then we also have the Page of Cups in reverse. Okay, so I am getting here that with the 3 of Cups in reverse, Page of Cups, you feel a concern around this person's maturity. Like, I feel like you are afraid of third-party situations, or you might be afraid of people that, yeah, with the 4 of Cups here, like, there is this energy where I feel like you're trying to stay disinterested, or, like, you're trying, like, you might just think this person, maybe you just don't know if this person is immature or not, or, like, you might just be afraid of, like, this person's lifestyle. You might feel like this person is, I don't know if they are younger than you, but I feel like you've dealt with emotional immaturity before, and so it's hard for you to trust that someone is on your level, like, emotionally, that they have what it takes is kind of what I'm getting, but we'll get more into it. And, like, for some of you, maybe this person is immature, but let's see. Okay, what does pile number 1 want from this, or sorry, pile number 2 want from this connection at this point? What do they want from this person, the connection? We have the Ace of Cups in reverse. We have the 8 of Swords in reverse. We have the 6 of Cups in reverse. And the Knight of Swords. Okay. So it may be that, like, you want to take some kind of action in this yeah, the 8 of Pentacles. You may feel like you've been kind of you've been holding back on maybe expressing yourself towards this person or offering them anything. I'm getting here that it's like you just want to feel certain about what you think and feel about this person. And I'm kind of getting here, like, a message from Spirit, like, being that might be, like, we can never be 100% certain. But yeah, with the 8 of Swords, you might feel like you've just been in this energy where you might just feel stuck and, like, afraid to move forward or to open yourself up to new love or new opportunities, maybe because of your past with the 6 of Cups here. But I do feel like you want to free yourself from some kind of a blockage on being, like, your heart chakra and being open and being willing to just, like, try things. Because I feel like the Knight of Swords is, like, this energy that just takes action and, like, doesn't overthink or doesn't start procrastinate. Because the 8 of Pentacles can be this energy where it's like, it could even be perfectionistic, where it's like, and with the Queen of Swords in reverse, there's kind of an energy here where you might be used to finding flaws in situations to protect your heart. So it's like, oh, I can't, like, finding reasons why you can't move forward on something. You might have Virgo in your chart. Well, we have Cancer here. as well, but I'm getting kind of like a Virgo energy where it's kind of like perfectionistic and it's like looking for something wrong. But I feel like what you actually want though is to take action even if you might be missing something. Like I think you are wanting to break out of like this energy of non-action or this energy of like being disinterested, and maybe even missing out on opportunities. Like you might be at a place where it's like, okay, at first this was shielding me from some of the pain I experienced in my past, but it's like I feel like you want to free yourself from the shackles of your past and maybe whatever has happened, and it's like you want to be able to move forward and maybe express your thoughts, take action. That's what I'm getting. So if this is resonating for you guys and you want me to channel more specifically for your situations in the future, the best way I can do that is through energy exchange. So by liking this video and commenting, subscribing, those are all ways that I can tune more directly into your energy and to become more aware of your energy, your situation. So it also supports the channel. So thank you guys for doing that. All right, now let's get into how your person thinks you feel. I'm hearing like, this is so weird, like work. Like Rihanna, I think, right? I'm trying to hear any of the other lyrics in that song, but that song's coming through. How does pile number 2's person think pile 2 feels? We have the 10 of Cups in reverse, which is funny because you have it upright. How does pile number 2's person think pile 2 is thinking about the connection? Ace of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Hierophant in reverse. This person thinks that you like aren't interested, or that you think that there isn't a compatible future, especially with the Hierophant in reverse. This person thinks that you might feel like your guys' values are too different, or like that you're just not interested is kind of what I'm getting. Like that you're not interested in building a future, and like this person projects that you just don't maybe see a commitment with this person, or that you don't think that you guys, your values would align. What else does pile number 2's person think that pile 2 is thinking? We have the Empress in reverse. Yeah, this person is afraid that you don't think that they're worthy. That's what they think. They think that you don't see them as worthy of a future with them, like that. And I think this person might like struggle with their self-esteem, because there's a sense here of like being afraid that they aren't good enough, like, and that your thoughts are revolving around that, like, oh, pile number 2's person can't make pile 2 happy, like they couldn't satisfy you. How else does pile number 2's person, how does pile number 2's person think pile 2 feels about them in regards to feelings? What are they projecting as pile number 2's feelings? We have the Page of Cups in reverse. We have the 9 of Wands. We have the Star. All right, we have the 4 of Wands. And we have Judgment in reverse. All right, how do they think that you are feeling? I think we had the Page of Cups here twice. And so, again, they think that you might be feeling that this person isn't, like, on your level is what I'm getting, or that they are immature. They almost feel like you see them as unrealistic or unreasonable or too different. Like with the Star here and the 4 of Wands, like there's this energy here of feeling like they feel like you feel that they aren't seeing the situation clearly, is almost what I'm getting. It's like they think that you don't, sorry, it's confusing just because of the way I have to say it, but your person is projecting that you feel almost, this person is afraid of being judged by you, or you feeling like you are better than them. Like that the ideas aren't realistic. Because I'm kind of getting here, it's like, I'm just hearing this energy of like, we're just like really different or something, or like we aren't like cut from like the same cloth or something. It's like they almost feel like, with the star, I'm getting Aquarius energy. So yeah, and with the Hierophant in reverse and the star, it's like there's just this feeling here of them thinking that you feel like they're naive and like their visions for the future. This is like really harsh, and like I feel like you guys might be thinking like you don't think this at all, but maybe you do on a level. But it's like they just feel like you don't align. You don't think that their projections of the future are realistic, or have as much. They almost project that you have been through more than them, or that you have more wisdom than they do. And so because they put you on that pedestal, they feel like they project you having more like negative thoughts about them, or just like judging their plans forward, like what they want, and seeing them as something that is not really informed or not practical, is what I'm getting. Okay. How does pile number 2's person, what do they think pile number 2 wants? Yeah, 4 of Cups. This person feels very rejected by you. They feel like you don't want anything to do with them, like emotionally. They feel like you just want to withdraw and like do your own thing. Yeah, they think you're disinterested. What does pile number 2's person think they want? Or, yeah, think pile 2 wants. Yeah, 6 of Pentacles. Like they feel like you want to pull your energy back from them, that you don't want to give to this connection, that again, like that you might just view like whatever they have to like, this is kind of sad. Like I'm kind of getting, it's like whatever they feel like you might think they don't really have anything to offer you. And like they almost are afraid that you see them as like a charity, or like they're afraid that you might feel bad for them. Like, yeah, there's a lot influencing this person's perception of the situation that have a lot more to do with the way that they feel about themselves. And it's kind of just like one of those energies where it's like people are mirrors to us, and it's like we just see our own thoughts, and it's like, yeah. Okay. There's just this energy here of like thinking this person thinking that you see them as like they haven't been through a lot or something, which I don't even think is true. I just think that they don't think that you see their strength, is what I'm getting. We have the 2 of Wands here. What is, I wasn't even asking a question, so I'm not going to take that. But what does pile number 2's person think that pile 2 wants? We have the Hermit. Yeah, they feel like you want to be left alone. Like, we have Death here. Yeah, they feel like you want to, like, they just don't think that you are very interested in them. They feel like you aren't interested in engaging with them. That's what they think. They think that you want to, with Death here, it's like, they think you just want to process the situation on your own and kind of like silently just like move on. Like they kind of feel like the situation isn't going anywhere as of right now, and they think that you just kind of want to be left to your own devices to they may even think that you want them to also take space from you and like to move on from you. Like, I feel like there's this energy where they think that you just want this situation to kind of be left in the past, or they think you want them to move on from you and to leave you like to your own, to not pour any more energy into the situation. Like, this person's afraid of annoying you and afraid of your judgment, like very, very afraid of that. Okay. Interesting. This is kind of sad. Like, it's making me, my heart is kind of sad listening to this, or like feeling into your person's energy. And I'm seeing here, like, maybe this person is like very optimistic, or like has different kind of values, and like maybe you guys think that people that are like that, like, have some emotional immaturity. And so I think like there might be a real level of like a little bit of discomfort, like when we've disowned a certain like aspect of ourselves, especially the Six of Cups in reverse. Like, you guys maybe, and especially with work coming through that song, it's like, I'm wondering if there's like a self-imposed prison where you feel like you can't tune into your inner child and tune into your like dreams. Whereas this person might just like represent that. And so they could be triggering for you. And it's like also a test for this person to not take this personally, like where you're at with it. All right, what advice do we have before we finish off this reading for pile number 2? What advice do we have for pile number 2? We have clean it up. We have imagine in reverse. Yeah, there's a lot here about imagination, and being, with clean it up and imagine, it's like, I feel like there are things or debris from your past that are maybe distorting your view of this person or the situation. I actually really think that. And so with imagine here, it's like, what is there an energy of not allowing yourself to dream or imagine, to be in tune with your, like, I'm seeing the DreamWorks logo and just like your inner child. And so with clean it up here, it's like, this is about a card where it's like knowing what's coming from you and what's coming from them, and like making sure that you're not projecting anything onto this person that might be something that would be actually something good for you to work on, and vice versa though. It's like also not taking on any of this person's insecurities as like, oh, well, that means I have to show up in a different way to cater to their low self-esteem. Like, I'm not seeing that either. I'm just seeing that there could be like work for both of you guys to do to make sure that you're dealing with your part of what's going on in this connection. Like, and what I mean by that, your part, it's like, what are you bringing, that what lens do you have that is distorting the truth of the situation? Because I feel like your person is seeing it as a lot about like a personal failure, like them not being enough. And I feel like you're seeing it a lot like it's maybe foolish or unwise to like to like to move towards what makes me happy, or like to trust that I can have a really happy future, or to trust and like dream in the future. And like is it something that's even worth like taking action towards? Like, what if it just falls apart, or like it's just naive to believe that you can have this happily ever after? And it's like realizing that there might be things like from your childhood or your past that are actually like have become like a self-imposed prison. Like, the reasons why you think I can't do that might be worth looking at. So let's get one more for advice for pile number 2. Yeah, we have Treasure Island here. And so what I'm really getting is, in Loyal Heart, I feel like Spirit is calling you to not dismiss the value of this person, and kind of recognize, yeah, with Treasure Island, when this is in reverse, this card talks about like, do you really want to accept a disappointing outcome? It's about like waking up again and being able to see like opportunities and treasures, and opportunity to like hit the jackpot when it comes to love, like even money. Like, there's just a sense here of making sure that you don't miss opportunities, or you don't judge things as not worth your time or effort, not worth your exploration. Because sometimes there's like a blessing in disguise, or it's like sometimes what we think we wanted wouldn't have made us happy, but like the more open-minded we are to exploring certain things, like sometimes there's just like treasures of like, and this could be like a person that like maybe isn't your usual type or isn't something that you expected, but it might be something worth exploring rather than sitting in like a dissatisfied state here. Yeah, and I'm just seeing here we have like loyal heart and like poised, and like I feel like there is potential for a real connection here, but poised is this card about feeling like you're confident and ready to be open to things, and I think this card could go for both of you guys, honestly. Yeah, let me read you actually, yeah, I think this would be a good card to read for you guys. All right, number 9. It says, the law of attraction brings dreams into fruition, the results of positive thinking made manifest, abundance appearing as if from nowhere, financial gains and the sharing of good fortune. Yeah, and so there could be a little, like, and I just, like, take this with a grain of salt, but, like, I feel like there could be, like, a fear of letting yourself get your hopes up, but then if your thinking is, like, more cynical or less open, like, you attract what you think, and, like, and so, like, the more you expect miracles to happen, the more that they do. And so, yeah, it says you've worked hard and acted upon your unwavering belief in abundance, and suddenly in the midst of all of it, you hit the jackpot. And so this card really is about having internal abundance, having an internal energy of abundance, even if the outside circumstances don't look like it, because you never know when, like, there are miracles or there are, like, opportunities around. And so it says, what you must hone in now is your ability to recognize when X marks the spot, because some of these golden opportunities may not be obvious, but others may be obvious, but others may not be so readily apparent. Trust your intuition to light your way now. And like, that's the intuition in reverse. It's like, we have to be in tune with our intuition to like open our hands up to what we're being given. And it says, as you enter this truly prosperous phase where all the long, hard work navigating your inner life is now paying off externally. In all aspects of life, at this time, you have good fortune. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. And then the reversed reading, and like this is an energy to be aware of. It says, poverty consciousness and a sense of not enough cast a shadow on your path. These ideas and core beliefs come with a high cost. Do you really want to proclaim yourself a victim of disappointment and failed expectations? Are you avoiding success because you'll grow so tall that others will want to cut you down? Or is it possible you're caught in a fear that you will lose what you have acquired, so you hold on so tight that you miss the opportunity to expand? You are challenged to change the way you see the world and move from a perception of limitations to a perception of abundance. Take a risk, for you have nothing to lose except for confinement in a prison of your own making. Open the door and find the abundance waiting for you to claim it. And like, that's what I'm getting here is like, getting out of a prison of your own making, like that's the 8 of Swords. And it's like, take action, like take a risk, and like be like, if you feel a good connection with this person, it might be a good thing, you know, and like it might actually lead to something really beautiful. And like, despite whatever you've experienced before, I just feel like that's kind of the message for you when it comes to this person. So we're going to be looking at in the extended how they are feeling about you. We're going to be getting messages from this person using the message deck. We're going to be looking at what is shifting in this connection or with this person in the near future. And then we'll get more guidance with you using tarot and oracle on how to best move forward. So again, if you guys resonated with this and you want me to continue to channel more specifically to your situation, hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. Other than that, I hope you guys are having a great week so far. I'm sending you guys lots of love, and I hope to connect with you again sometime soon. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the clear quartz crystal point and the Way of the Panda tarot, this is going to be your reading where we're looking at how your person thinks you feel versus how you actually feel. So on the left side, it's going to be an energy check-in where we're looking at how you actually are feeling about this person. We're also going to actually do how you're thinking about them. What are your thoughts about this person, the connection? What are your feelings? And then what do you want right now when it comes to this connection? And then we'll be mirroring that with how they think that you're thinking about the connection, feeling, and what you want. So the first part of this should be a pretty good way for you guys to check in and ask yourself whether or not it's resonating, whether or not this is the connection that, if it's a connection that's in your life. So Spirit, please tune me into pile number 3. My dog is in the background chewing a bone, so if you hear any sounds, that's why. All right. How is pile number 3 currently thinking about this person? What are their thoughts like? Clue me into what's going on in this connection through pile number 3's perspective. All right, we have the Hierophant in reverse. So these are your thoughts here. What is pile number 3 thinking about when it comes to this connection? All right, we have Justice. We have the 7 of Pentacles. Okay. So I'm getting, with Justice, oh my gosh, my dog's chewing is kind of loud. I don't know how loud it is. But anyways, I'm just going to go on. Okay, so I'm seeing here that your thoughts, with Justice and the Hierophant coming out first, there's a sense here of like a more serious tone within your thoughts and the 7 of Pentacles. I feel like you guys are thinking about this connection on a practical level. Like, I feel like with the Hierophant in reverse, you might be thinking or asking yourself about this person's like values or what the commitment is in the relationship right now. Like with Justice and the Hierophant, this just gives it a tone of like, your thoughts aren't just like rose-colored glasses. It's like you're... Oh. Okay, I had to restart filming just because my dog started barking. So anyways, what I'm getting for you guys, your thoughts around this person are questioning the investment. Like, if you invest in this connection, are you going to get an equal give and take with them? So I feel like there's this focus on balance in the connection. And I feel like with this panda here, with his foot at this other panda, like there's this sense here of you guys might be having thoughts around like your worth and like your dignity and just kind of this thought of like, is this person honoring that? Yeah, with the 6 of Swords here, it's like, is this person honoring what I'm putting into the connection? Am I going to get an outcome in this connection that feels fair to me? And there might even just be like a little bit of, if you're thinking about it, I feel like it might be up in the air, but let's see. So let's get one more for pile number 3's thoughts. Yeah, we have Temperance in reverse. So there's a lot here about balance. And I feel like you might be wondering if this person is in a balanced state right now. Like, I feel like you might be wondering if maybe you and this person, like, do our values align? Yeah, you might feel like this like in your thoughts about them, you might just be thinking about whether or not this connection is grounded, or if it could have like a place in your life, or like what kind of, in a practical way, in a 3D grounded energy, like what is this connection? Is there stability? Are we building on something, or is it going to be very up and down? There's questions about that. So for pile number 3, how are they feeling about their person right now? What are their feelings? You're the King of Wands. What are pile number 3's feelings? We have the Empress in reverse. Yeah, I was picking up on that. We have the High Priestess. Yeah, I feel like here, I don't even think I need to pull 4 cards. I'm just going to leave this like that. I feel like you are the kind of person that, yeah, the Page of Wands. I feel like you guys are willing to explore relationships, or willing to kind of, I feel like you guys have a vision for the connection, or not that this person is necessarily why that is. I just feel like you guys are people that you might have a lot of passion, or you might just want someone that's going to match your energy when it comes to I feel like you guys think into the future. So there's kind of an idealistic energy coming through, but not in a bad way, like in a way that's like visionary. It's like you have a vision for what you want in a relationship, but with the Empress in reverse, I do feel like in justice here, there's sort of this energy of, I'm hearing like yeah or no. Like, I don't know why I'm hearing it like that. I don't know. Maybe some of you guys are from Minnesota. That's random. I'm hearing yeah or no. And so it's kind of like you could see this connection moving forward. But with the High Priestess, I feel like you guys are trying to listen to your intuition, and like you guys are, there's a sense here with the Empress in reverse that you don't want someone to not meet you at your value, but at the same time, it feels like you're someone who does get excited for relationships and does, yeah. And with the High Priestess here, I'm getting this message, and I feel like a lot of people commented back when I talked about this in another video, but a lot of times if you guys resonate with being intuitive type of people, intuitive people can be prone to tuning into energy and seeing probabilities and thinking into the future. And that can be like a less grounded approach. Neither way is right. It's just different people have different ways. And so in your feelings though, there's this sense of not wanting to get ahead of yourself, not wanting your, what you project or what you imagine or envision for this connection to put you in a position where you're not seeing the practical steps, or maybe not seeing sort of an imbalance. So there is this energy of discernment that I think you guys are trying to exercise but at the same time with the King of Wands, you do feel passionate about this person. I think you could see a future with them. You would entertain that possibility. But I feel like with the Empress in reverse, you're like, not if this person isn't in alignment with my values, and not if this person isn't going to see my value, or like, I don't want to waste energy. I feel like you guys don't want to waste your energy on something, but at the same time, you guys are passionate. And so there could be like fire sign energy in this group. We do have Taurus, and Sagittarius here. All right. What does pile number 3 currently want when it comes to this connection? Or like, what are they currently desiring when it comes to pile number 3's person? We have the Ace of Swords in reverse. So yeah, so some clarity. We have the Star, 5 of Swords in reverse. Yeah. And then Death. Okay. So again, here's what I'm really getting, that the main thing, this has been a kind of a theme ever since I started tuning into the energy. I feel with the Ace of Swords in reverse, you guys want clarity. Like, I feel like you don't want to have blind hope in this situation. Especially if some of you guys have already had situations in the past with the 5 of Swords here where you may have thought that things were going to turn out a lot better, or you might have thought you guys were seeing things clearly, but then the way that things turned out was like a lose-lose situation, or it was one where I think you guys are optimistic people. Like, I think by nature you guys are like that. And so with the Star here, I'm seeing overall in general, you guys might be healing right now, or I feel like you guys are trying to figure out what's next in your life. And there's kind of this energy here of, I'm just trying not to like mess things up, or I feel like there is kind of this energy of, I don't want to make the same mistakes. I don't want, and you guys could even sometimes be hard on yourselves, or you guys don't forget certain like past experiences, which is good because you want to learn from them. But I feel like there is this energy here of, I'm not sure where I'm supposed to go. Like, you don't know what the future, you don't know what healing looks like for you in this next stage. You don't know you might not even know like where this connection, like what role it plays. And so I'm being put in the head of someone, and this is kind of how I can think sometimes, but it's like, you guys probably believe in, well, if you're here, I mean, it's a good prediction to make, but even if, not everyone is like this that watches tarot readings, but I think you guys are in tune with like the cycles of life. Like, it's a feminine energy where it's like, okay, I know I go through these lessons in life. I know I go through these chapters. I know I go through these like karmic cycles. And it's like kind of this energy of, I don't know where this one really fits in. I have a vision for what I want, but I'm still and you guys might, with the Hierophant in reverse, be trying to figure out in relationships, like what suits you in relationships, because the Hierophant can be a card about figuring out like your values and figuring out like what works best for you, like what kind of tradition do you want to follow, what do you want to commit yourself to. And so I feel like you're really trying to, yeah, and with Justice here, there's this energy of like karma. So there is this sense of not wanting to get yourself into any more karma or sticky situations. And with Death here, there could be guys could be going through transformation in general. And so it may be that this energy is kind of coming through like yeah or no, or like up in the air, because I think you guys are still figuring it out. You guys are still listening to your intuition, while I think trying to balance that with understanding what kind of relationship you're looking for in the 3D. And I think right now you guys probably want clarity on what's the best path forward. And it's like you don't want to get in any situations where other people are in a 5 of Swords energy. Like you don't want to get yourself involved with someone who has a lot of negative karma, or someone who's very like competitive and it doesn't have your best interest in mind. And at the same time, you don't want to be your own worst enemy, and you don't want anyone else to be your enemy. And that's that Justice card. It's like Libra. Oh, and so Libra's obviously here with, this whole reading has been very Libra-esque, because Libra has this tendency to think a lot on both sides. And I think you guys are doing that, where it's like you guys are kind of thinking about it, weighing out the options, weighing out, like there's this balanced approach that you guys have. And there's a lot here around you just wanting to be balanced within being practical, wanting to honor yourself, wanting to be honored by other people. And it's like you're juggling all of this is kind of how it feels. And so I feel like as much as this reading is about your person, I feel like at the same time, you're figuring yourself out through this connection in this person. So your feelings about them also seem to be a part of a reflection process about like yourself and your journey and what decisions you want to make. And I think you guys are using, like, as you move forward in this connection, I feel like you guys are really reflecting on experiences from the past and using that to move forward in this. Like, so hopefully that resonates for you guys, or like, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so I just used this deck. I need to get another deck for how your person thinks you are thinking, feeling, and what they think you want. If this is resonating at this point, a way that you can help me connect more strongly to your energy is through liking the video, leaving a comment, subscribing. Those are all forms of energy transfer. They do, of course, help support my video, so I appreciate that aspect, but it really is a way that I'm able to energetically tune into you guys. Also, there will be an extended reading where we will be looking at this person's honest, what they're thinking about you, what they're feeling, and what they want. And we'll be getting message cards from your person. And then we'll be getting you guidance from your spirit team on whatever you need to know in regards to this person, whatever you need to hear right now. Anything, I'll open up the channel for anything to come through from your guys' spirit team. All right, Spirit, please tune me now into pile number 3's person's energy. Let's see how... let's see what their perception is of you. I have this feeling already that this person probably doesn't know. They might think that they know how you feel, but I think that this person might oversimplify it for some reason. But get a sip of water. But we'll see, you know. Haven't even tuned in. All right. Pile number 3. Spirit, please tune me into pile number 3's person. It's been a couple of weeks since I filmed. And it's so nice to be back. Like, I love taking breaks because I feel like it just helps me come back more grounded. And like, I do a lot of processing when I'm not filming. But it's nice to be back. Okay. How does pile number 3's person think that they are thinking about them? How does pile number 3's person think that they're thinking? How are they subjectively viewing pile number 3's thoughts? Okay, with the 6 of Swords in reverse. What do they think? What do they think they're thinking about? 3 of Wands in reverse. We have the Empress here. Okay. Just going to cover this just in case, because I'm sure you guys have all heard, but YouTube is very strict about the images. Okay. So what do they think that you're thinking about? So they actually think you're self-focused as well. This person this person actually thinks that you might be looking backwards. Yeah, because like both of these are looking backwards, the Three of Wands. I feel like this person honestly is thinking that you are also self-focused on your journey. So I was wrong in what I thought. So this person might be more tuned in, but also I don't know if this is exactly their interpretation of it, is that you guys are in a self-focused era where you are trying to move on from the past. So this person probably knows about something that's gone on in your past. But with the Three of Wands in reverse, this person thinks that you think about something that didn't work out. So for some of you, let me clarify this. So I could see this being in a number of different situations, which I'm sure it is with the amount of people that watch, but I'm getting that for some of you, if this is a new connection, this person thinks that you're thinking about an old connection. But if this is a connection that's already been ongoing, and if this is a connection where, and let me put it into context for that, likely I would see this being something where maybe you didn't feel like you really aligned with your person. Like it could be that you felt, this could have been how you felt about your person when you first met them, or like, sorry, I'm just getting too confused. I'm going to keep going because I just don't want to confuse myself. But this person thinks that you're thinking about the things that haven't worked out in your life well. You're thinking about this in regards to your value. So apply this to whatever situation you have, because I realize I can just speak about the energy and you apply it to what makes sense for you. So if this is someone that knows about your past, and they're probably thinking about that. If this is someone from your past, then they think that you're thinking about that. So put it into context for yourself as of right now. But I'm seeing that Three of Wands and the Six of Swords. The Three of Wands in reverse is a card for me where they think you're reflecting on something that didn't progress or didn't move forward in the way that you expected it to. For me, it's like failed expansion or a lack of satisfaction in something. And so this person thinks that you're thinking about how something didn't, how you want to move forward from that though. But the fact that these are in reverse just tells me that it's about the past. And I feel like with the Empress coming out though also, yeah, the Knight of Pentacles, this person thinks you're thinking about your journey and you're focused on not letting your baggage affect how you see yourself, how you see your worth. And so this person thinks you're processing through baggage. They think that you're doing that, and they think that it's self-focused. Let me just get more, and then we'll kind of get more into the nitty-gritty of like the details. All right, so for pile number 3, how does pile number 3's person think they're feeling about them? Four of Swords. Yeah, so this person thinks that you're like recovering from either this or something. But how does, with the King of Swords in reverse, how does pile number 3's person think they're feeling? Eight of Cups in reverse. Yeah, okay, so there's something going on. All right, so what I'm getting is this definitely is feeling like a situation where there's some that you guys are not on the same page with this person is what I'm getting. And in your feelings, I feel like the Empress being in reverse recognizes to me that you felt like you don't want to be underappreciated. And that could be because you didn't receive what you needed from this person. And so now this person thinks that this person feels like you're very cut off from them. And maybe you guys did struggle to walk away because what I'm seeing here with the Ace of Swords in reverse, it's like you want clarity on how this situation heals or on how you heal, how you move forward. Is this person a part of it or not? And so for a lot of you, it could be that's where your thoughts are more around, is like you may be dealing with this person and there may be a situation going on right now where you guys maybe are not on the same page, right? And so it feels like you guys in this Four of Swords energy, this might be like what you're processing here, which is this energy of, where does this fit in my life? Where is this progressing? Like, I don't want to be hurt by someone. I don't want my value to not be seen. I don't want there to be an injustice. I don't want to be with someone that doesn't align with my values. And so I feel like when it comes to thoughts about this person, I think you guys are not sure, but there is reason enough for you guys to doubt this person's potential in your life. That's the biggest thing, is you're doubting this person's potential in your life for good reason. And it feels like because of what you've already been through, because of a mixture of your intuition and practicality. It's like you're seeing what's happening in real life, even if intuitively you do feel connected to this person. I think you do feel intuitively connected to them. Intuitively, you do have hope. Spiritually, it's like you have hope. But when it comes to clear-cut energy, like clarity, like think about the sword energy, like mental clarity, it's this or that. When it comes to that, there's this part of you that feels like it might be like I'm hearing a hell nah, like a hell no. It's weird how the door is kind of open for this person, but at the same time, it's not, because of everything you've been through. And it's like this person, what I'm just getting downloads about it. So it's like, in this situation, this is actually helping you grow a lot, because I feel like it's kind of like a test, not to say that, that the outcome is set in stone, or this person is someone who is meant to be like someone you're supposed to walk away from, or that you're supposed to go for. It just feels like you're getting an opportunity to use all of your tools, like to use everything you've learned, if that makes sense, on your journey up until this point. And it's like Spirit doesn't even want to give you the answer to anything, because I feel like you're in this phase of learning it for yourself and knowing how to make decisions, knowing how to assess a situation based on your intuition, based on what a person's showing you, like what they're saying to you, what they're doing, how they're acting. And so it just feels like there's this energy here of you working on it's like you're healing from a lack of self-trust potentially. With the Ace of Swords reverse and the Five of Swords. Five of Swords can be like, for me, self-doubt or self-sabotage or like low self-esteem, and just like doubting yourself, or just a sense of defeat, right? And so I feel like you guys are working on not feeling like, because of this situation, you guys, sorry, it's just coming through in such downloads, I have to get it out. So it's like, in the past, you guys may have been in situations where you really blamed yourself, or you were really like frustrated with yourself in the way that you maybe gave your energy to something, or the way that you didn't know something already, if that makes sense. So it's like, sometimes in the past we can look back and be like, hindsight is 2020. So it's like, we can kind of beat ourselves up for like being so stupid, or just like not knowing that a situation was going to turn out the way it was. And I feel like this situation is coming around for you to kind of see that, like, how much you've grown from that, and how like beating yourself up is not necessary, but you've gained this like ability now to move differently. And I hope you guys at least recognize how differently you're moving in this connection than you have in the past. And it's a sign of personal growth. It's a sign of having learned karmic lessons. And it might not feel like it, because I'm kind of getting that it might, when we're learning self-trust, and this is like a message downloaded to me as well, like it's hard, because when you're programmed to almost feel like you doubt yourself, it's hard, because the only way to have self-trust is to not doubt yourself. And so it's like, even though you can feel so sure about something, if you have that seed of doubt like within you that's been nurtured since childhood, since you were a child, it's still going to be that level of uncertainty there, right? And then it's like every moment that it's like, okay, like I'm not sure, but I'm going to choose to trust myself and the information I have via my intuition and what's going on. And I feel like this is a moment where you're getting an opportunity to trust yourself. And so what I was saying is, I feel like I'm repeating myself, but I'm not. I'm trying to explain that you guys might feel confused still, and might feel frustrated that the path isn't clear, but it's because you're learning how to make your own path clear, how to realize you know the way and you can trust yourself. And that would give you the clarity you need, because you might be wanting the clarity to come from like an external source, or you guys are here. But it's almost like this message of you with the High Priestess. You are your best confidant when it comes to this situation. And you guys have the wisdom. You have the like perceptiveness, the discernment to know what the situation is and to call it for what it is. And I'm not sure exactly what the situation is, because I haven't dug in enough. But all I can tell you is from reading into this person's energy, now getting back to them. Sorry, guys. I know this has been all over the place. I hope it's been making sense. The way your person is viewing you is like you're taking time to retreat. And and maybe even deciding whether or not you want to walk away, deciding whether or not this is worth your energy and time. This person seems to be actually pretty tuned into what's going on so far but this person thinks that you're more focused on specific events. Okay, yeah. So this person could be more of a literal thinker. Like they could be more, I've been doing a lot of research on the Myers-Briggs personality. And what I'm getting for you guys is I'm getting a perceiving versus judging vibe. And so perceiving is where it's intuitive and it's like abstract thinking. So it's like you might think about things more, intuitive versus sensing. It's like you intuit things rather than just looking at all the information that's there. And so this person, the way that they're projecting their own way of processing information onto you, where you're looking at it more abstractly, because we have two major arcanas, right? Which are big abstract concepts that it's like justice isn't just one date and place and time, right? It's like, it's a concept, it's abstract. This person's projecting more of a literal thinking process onto you, where they think that they don't think you're like tying it together big picture, probably because this person isn't as much like that. That's just an intuitive idea that I'm getting, but this person thinks that you are thinking back to past events that didn't work in your life, and you are matching that up against what you think your value is. Like that's what they think that your thoughts are about, where I'm getting your thoughts are more broad and are more, there's the practical part of your thoughts are the part of what you're looking at in this way that this person is thinking about. You guys are looking forward. You guys are more present than I think this person realizes. And yeah, you guys have the Star and the Seven of Pentacles. You guys are focused on what you're building right now. You guys are focused on the future. This person thinks you're still thinking about the past more than you are present and thinking about the future, which I would say is a misconception, because I think you guys are more focused in the present. And with the King of Wands, that's also projecting forward energy. This person thinks that you guys are more shut down in your emotions, which I'm not getting that you guys are super over emotional. I think you guys have like an emotional, you guys are in your observer mind, I would say. Like you guys may, if you know what I mean by that, it's like you guys are in metacognition. You guys have the ability to do that. This person kind of thinks that you guys are shut down a little bit from this person mentally and emotionally. This person almost thinks that you feel right now like you're like burnt out, or that you can't, that you don't have energy for interacting with other people. They might think that you're spending like time alone. But this person thinks that you are just feeling out of it when it comes to knowing what you want or knowing what you think about a situation. But in reality, I think it's more that we literally have the King of Wands in your feelings. And so it's like, you guys are forward thinking. You're not as down as this person kind of thinks you are. It's not like this person thinks you're sad, but they almost think that you're like emotionally disconnected, if that makes sense. So I mean, the Hangman here, they feel like you're kind of stuck in limbo and you're not really sure what to make of this situation yet. And so they feel like you're just taking a pause from them. That's the best way I could describe. That's what they think that is going on with you. So, okay. Pile number 3. What does pile number 3's person think that they currently want when it comes to this connection? The King of Pentacles. We have the Ten of Swords. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, there's a lot here around Hierophant reverse again coming out. Okay, so I'm getting that your person is projecting onto you a very like practical energy, where they almost feel like you're actually much more open-ended than this person realizes. So this person thinks that you are more strict in the way that you're operating right now. It's like with the Ten of Swords, this person thinks that you want to focus on yourself, that you want to focus on your stability, and that you want other people in your life that are like going to mirror this like grounded energy, or this energy within the 3D. And it's funny that this person is projecting onto you like a strong earth energy, whereas I'm getting that your guys' energy is a little bit less like that. And we also have Aquarius with the Star. I'm definitely getting Sagittarius energy here, like for sure. But I'm getting that it may be some of the things that you've said to this person. Yeah, it might be something you've said. It might be something that they assumed. but this person just feels like you're moving very slowly, and it's like you're taking things day by day, that you're not really going anywhere fast, this person doesn't think you want any forward movement in this connection. This person thinks you're pretty, that you're sitting where you are and you're focusing on what's in front of you, and you're not thinking about them. Like, this person is projecting onto you that you're not thinking about them, that you are even somewhat disassociated, because I'm getting here, this person almost thinks that you are compartmentalizing this connection, and because they feel like you weren't satisfied. And so with the Knight of Pentacles, it's kind of like this energy of, I'm going to focus on what's reliable. I'm going to focus on what's in front of me. And I feel like you guys are actually, with the Star card here, like much more focused on your journey and wanting clarity, wanting to feel good about yourself. But it's not coming from this place where you want to be in your comfort zone, where it's almost like this person thinks you're defaulting to comfort zone right now. But it's more that you're taking time to process how this fits into your journey and where to next. And I think you guys are just wanting to get clarity on what to make of this person, what to make of this situation. And this person kind of thinks you have put this on the back burner, and I could see maybe how it comes off like that, because you are actually self-focused right now. And you guys might not realize that, but you should give yourself kudos for, especially if you guys have a tendency to focus more on other people. Like, I want to like give you like an acknowledgement of the fact that I'm really picking up that you guys are, even if it doesn't feel like it, you guys are really like putting in your work for yourself. And even if things don't seem like they're working out or don't seem like they're clear, I just think that you guys are doing the best that you can with the information you have. And this person almost thinks that you aren't really happy where you are, though. Why does pile number three's person think that they're not happy with where they're at? We have 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Why does pile number three's person think they're not happy? 5 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, there may have been something that 2 of Cups, maybe you guys went through. You guys, I don't know if it's with this person or not. Like, that's, for some of you, it might be that you had a relationship with this person already. Because with 5 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles in reverse, 2 of Cups in reverse, yeah, Lovers in reverse, 9 of Pentacles. Maybe you guys have recently become single. But either way, there's a sense here that they almost just feel like you're taking things day to day, like you're focusing on yourself. You know, you weren't happy maybe in this connection. Maybe this person thinks that you don't know what you want, or you don't know what would make you happy. But I'm getting here, there's definitely, this person is thinking about you in terms of some kind of past disappointment, something you're moving on from. And they think that it's a huge part of your current experience. And maybe it is, but I'm getting more than anything. And I just want to see, how does pile number three's person think that they fit into this picture? What does pile number 3 think their own role is in this? Ace of Swords in reverse. Yeah, we have Ace of Swords, a lack of clarity. What does pile number three's person think their role is right now in pile number three's story, or like this energy? 9 of Wands in reverse. Let's get one more. Ace of Pentacles. Okay. So with the Ace of Pentacles here, like, this is more of a confirmation for me that, like, this could be something about a commitment. You guys, I'm getting, for some of you, this could be someone that you weren't able to get into a commitment with, and maybe things like kind of fizzled out or burnt out with the 9 of Wands in reverse, Ace of Swords, but without a sense of closure. Either way, I don't think there's been a clear break in this energy, because it feels like, I'm trying to explain this, where either this person we're talking about is the person that you had an ending with, or this person is someone that is not really super clear. It could be a newer situation that is unclear as to where it fits into your situation. And so this person, if it's that situation, this person really thinks that you're still processing another situation. If we're talking about a person that there's only one person here, right? Like, it's someone that you know that you had like a falling out with, or you know you had a breakup, or like the future didn't align in some capacity, they kind of are viewing your energy in the same way, where it's like they feel it works either way. Whereas they feel like they're the ones that you're contemplating a permanent end with, and that you're kind of just in your own energy. And if it's the newer person, it's that they, well, we haven't gotten into their feelings, but they think that you are in the energy you're in because of the past situation. You guys, I'm getting tired of hearing my voice right now. I hope this makes sense. I hope that it wasn't too confusing. We're going to take it into the extended. We're going to be looking at this person's current thoughts, feelings, and what they want in the connection. I will continue to try to make it as clear as possible. We'll be getting messages from them as well. I also want to look at where this connection is headed, or like what's the near future of the connection, and then just advice for you. But before we go, I just want to, let's just pull a little bit of advice, because I feel like this left kind of on like I think there's mixed situations here. So, can we leave pile number 3 just with a little bit of guidance? What does their spirit team want to tell them right now? The 9 of Cups in reverse. Maybe the 3 of Swords and the 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like you guys are currently healing from some kind of a heartbreak. With the 9 of Cups in reverse, I'm getting, it could be that a situation that you thought was going to turn out to be this 10 of Pentacles, like a very aligned, like long-term relationship, maybe turned out to not be what you wanted, or either that, or you didn't get what you wanted. And it's like, there's this energy here of spirit telling you that the message I'm getting is a reminder that you're learning through this, and everything isn't clear right now, because there's this energy of needing to learn these lessons, needing to move through whatever heartbreak or difficult energy you're getting to, in order to have a more, I feel like you guys want to feel this King of Wands energy, where you guys feel like you have your energy back, you feel empowered, like you know what is in alignment with you. And I feel like you guys might be feeling like you're in a funk, or like the Fool in reverse. It's like this feeling of, where's my next chapter, or like, where am I supposed to go from here? Let's get a couple of these just for guidance, because I realize this is honestly just telling me the situation again, but that does help. So yeah, with the 9 of Cups here, I'm really getting that you guys just feel like you're in this era of like asking yourself, like, what do I really want? And this could be because someone else disappointed you, or it could be because you decided you didn't want what you thought you wanted. Either way, it's left you in this energy of like, with the King of Wands, like confused about your future. What advice can we leave pile number 3 with for this reading? It says, it's now safe to acknowledge the ways in which I have denied the existence of red flags in my environment. I choose to remember that when I cultivate a habit of playfully noticing red flags, I embrace the truth that good and bad exists in everything, so I may lead myself into the spaces in which greater love exists. And that like hurts my heart, just because for a lot of you, it could be that you saw the best in a situation. And remember how I was telling you that there's a lesson going on, and each of you are going to be at a different place with this, but I'm getting that, you know how I was telling you that you guys are in this energy of learning to balance your intuition with what's right in front of you? Like, you know, what's this person saying? What's this person doing? And so I think that there's this energy you guys might have had in the past where you projected a future and you were like attached to that future, and so you kind of weren't able to see certain signs that something wasn't in alignment with you. So I feel like you guys are learning a lot of lessons right now on how to ground. Yeah, and this is the King of Wands. How do you ground your vision because Spirit wants to tell you that your vision for what you want in a relationship and what you want in a person is not invalid, and it's not something that you can't create or find to some extent. I think that what Spirit's telling you is that even though you can feel so clear on what you want, it's important to not project that onto what is right in front of us because you see it so clearly, if that makes sense. It's more important to have that discernment to go, if I'm honest with myself, does this really fit in with the vision I have? Like, what has this person said? What has this felt like? What evidence do I have that this is in reality what I think it is potentially, right? Or like what my dream would be or what I'd really want, my wish fulfillment. And I think we can all have a habit sometimes where because we want it to be a certain way, we see it that way. And then we stay in something way longer in denial that it's not what we want. And then we rob ourselves of the opportunity to pivot and to explore more opportunities that are more in alignment. Let's get one more card for pile number 3. It says, I forgive myself for, I'm really getting this energy for you guys. It says, I forgive myself for pressuring myself to have all of the answers, even when the answers are not yet to be mine. And that's exactly the advice I want to leave you with, but it felt annoying because it is annoying because I feel annoyed by this energy too, where it's just like, and then let me just read you the next part. It says, I choose to believe that knowledge simply enhances my intuition. It is safe to follow my instinct until more is revealed, right? And so much of your reading and what I was picking up on was you learning the art of self-trust, listening to yourself, and not, I remember how the Ace of Swords came out in reverse, and it's like what you guys want is like confirmation or clarity. And Spirit's saying you're almost learning a lesson on how to not, how to not get so hung up on that, how to not get stuck and to keep moving even when you don't know. And I feel like there's sort of this energy that I have become aware of in myself that's like, what is this extreme need to know or to understand coming from? Like, and I ask myself, can you be okay with not understanding this person? And this is an exercise, you guys, that I think is so helpful and go, especially for those of us, especially my job is analyzing why people do what they do. Like, I'm just saying that sometimes, though, it's really grounding to just go, I don't need any more information for right now. I don't need to understand this person's childhood. I don't need to understand why they do every single thing they do. Like, I don't need to be an expert at another person. And I feel like I've tried to flip the script on myself and go, how well do I even know myself and why I do what I do? If I put the same level of discernment that I like put on other people because I love to like understand people, if I put that on myself, I actually have a lot of stuff I don't know sometimes. And I feel like there's this energy here where it's like you're being encouraged to focus on yourself. Not completely, but I'm just saying that you might miss red flags by not paying attention to why you did something you did, right? So it's like by paying more closely attention to yourself, it's like you might be able to see like, you know, if we're not focused on ourselves and not grounded in ourselves, and we're more focused on someone else, it's a lot easier to miss red flags because red flags usually make us feel kind of bad or they make us feel like a little bit concerned or like, and it's so important to acknowledge those moments. But I feel like the only way that happens is by putting energy and attention on yourself. And so I feel like there's this journey you're going on where you're learning that sometimes it's enough to know what you know, to really like think about you have the answers within yourself is kind of what I'm getting. And if you don't know yet, you don't have to like, you don't have to make it uncomfortable. It's like, it's learning to be okay with that and trusting that the answers will find you when you need them. And as of right now, you can just trust yourself, even if you don't know, right? Even if it hasn't been confirmed, learning to trust yourself. Okay. I'm wondering how long this reading is. The ADHD has come through really strong in this reading. I apologize, you guys. It's been a second. Okay, it says, I forgive myself for thinking I need to be ready before I may begin creating the life I truly desire. It says, I choose to believe that the most suitable conditions for what I want will begin to arrive the moment I take inspired action towards my vision. So here's the thing. I'm getting two different groups here. I'm getting one group that falls into this energy of knowing what they want, but getting handicapped by not having a clear understanding of whether or not something is in alignment with what they want. Does that make sense? So it's like, because we're not seeing the situation in a grounded manner, we're not aware that it's actually not in alignment. So then we might be staying in situations that don't really make sense. And then there's another camp of people here that I feel are more the type to deny themselves of what they want and force themselves into a box of it's not that they don't recognize things that they don't like about their current situation. It's that there could be an energy of not realizing how important their dream is or not thinking it's possible to have different circumstances, to have change. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. So it says, Yeah, the most suitable conditions for what I want will begin to arrive the moment I take inspired action towards my vision. And so, yeah, and this is true for both people, because in order to manifest what you want, we do have to take inspired action in a way that is in alignment energetically with what we want. We can't do that if we aren't seeing red flags, we aren't seeing a situation for what it is. And we also can't do that if we are not energetically aware of what we even want, or we don't believe that what we even want is worth entertaining. Yeah. And so I feel like there's one group here where it's like, if the God could come down and have a conversation with the people on the left, and someone could just tell them, this is not your person, I feel like people would have a really easy time leaving that. But they don't trust themselves. So they have to come to that conclusion themselves. And then on the other group, it's like, if God came down and said, this is not your person, they'd go, I already know that, but like, what else am I supposed to do? Does that make sense? So I'm seeing two groups in here. Yeah, and that's why I was getting two messages. So there are two groups, because I feel like they're different situations. And so, yeah, you guys, I have to stop filming. I'm going to go to the extended. We're going to figure more of this out. If you guys are still with me, I commend you guys for that. Again, if you guys want readings to be more specific to your situation, hit the like button, leave a comment, subscribe, and those are all forms of energy transference. Anyways, thank you so much for your time, your energy. I hope this was helpful, and I hope to connect with you again soon.